Now next, sexual misconduct. Now, of course, all these are very sensitive. Especially this is very sensitive. So here I advise you just basically relax the mind and, just this information like a news. Don't take it personally, Sometimes we make it very blind, borderlines. What about how it is about this? How about this? This is basically related to our mind. Not only we individual, all over the world, every sentient being the samsara, we are kind of, dominated by these three: the ignorance, aversion, attachment. Like the sexual desire, so forth. So here, when you read this, when I read this, then you just say, oh, the world is not just me. Anybody when is overpowered by these afflictions, then we don't have a sense of right or wrong. We don't see this is right, this is wrong, because we are overpowered by our afflictive emotions. And then we create suffering, which we don't desire for. But we create that because of our mind overpowered by these delusions. So it's not just making the line border, just it is how to purify your mind. So please understand that, aware that, Say, classification of sexual misconduct. There are 3 types of sexual misconduct. 1, protected by the family, protected by the honor, and protected by the dharma, means spiritual. The first one means sexual misconduct with one's mother, sister, and so forth. There's family. This is mostly talking to the men. That time, because in the old time, whole society is more dominated by the men. But now it's becoming equal, male and female, So we both have the responsibility. So see that. Usually anywhere in the country, if you have kind of relation with your mother or sister or brother or father, you feel so bad. You feel ashamed, It's just reality, nature of samsara. The second one means sexual misconduct with someone owned by a husband or wife or king and so forth. Now the third one is more sensitive. One has 5 subcategories. Even with one's own wife or husband, sexual misconduct refers to improper parts of the body, improper place, improper time, improper number, and improper behaviors. So the 5. The first improper part means of the body are the like mouth, anus, and improper place are close to the spiritual master or a monastery or stupa, because there's a place to develop devotion. So it's kind of not so much awareness of the vigilance, or in the gathering of people. Improper time or during a special retreat. And like say, who took like 8 precepts and doing 24 hours retreat. They are like newness, fasting, like those kind of. When pregnant, as usual, when we went to suffering, through the suffering section, so when the child is conceived in the mother's womb, And if they have sexual activities, that baby feels like hitting by the whip, so that gives the suffering, And while nursing a child, or when there's a light, also with the light, and then improper number is more than 5 times at one time. And improper behavior refer to like the husband, while they are having sexual activities, beating the wife or beating the husband, or having intercourse with the male or hermaphrodite in the mouth or the anus, like this. So what it's saying is when the afflictions are so overpowered, then you have no sense of right or wrong. Just become completely crazy. And then we create a lot of negative karma in that action without knowing. And they said nowadays, it looks like there are a lot of different diseases related to the sexual, because of, due to those. So just relax and purify those. Basically, in the world, we are all in that world, in the samsara. Not just only human beings, even animals, insects, birds, fish, every sentient beings, But when we do over so much, then there's a lot of different problems, sufferings, a lot of divorce, and there's a lot of problems, jealousy, arrogance, and conflicts. So much there because of this. So it's basically reduce our those afflictions. Purify, relax yourself. And when more you relax, you feel so peaceful. But on the other hand, as I mentioned, when these manifest strong sexual desire or anger, hatred, then we literally become crazy and no sense of right or wrong. And we make all the mistake. And then all the suffering manifest. Just look at that, So just really relax, relax, and purify as much as. So our Dharma also, so we're starting practicing Dharma, do meditation. This is the specific purpose to purify. So looking at this extreme, and then we try to relax, purify. Look at our own mind, what kind of shortage I have. I say shortcoming, what kind of shortcoming I have. And then practice is mentioned there in prominence. Look at the suffering of samsara. And these are the cause of those suffering. Later, first, please reserve the question. Now, what are these? Okay. Now, the 3 results of sexual misconduct. Result of maturation of the act means that the actor will be born as the hungry ghost because of attachment. Result similar to the cause means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, he or she will become his enemy's wife or enemy's husband. General result of the force means that the actor will be born in the place where the more dust than normal. It's just general, The The distinctive act of sexual misconduct, having intercourse with one's mother or father, who is also an arhat, see, is very heavy negative karma. Now, telling lies is classification of lying. There are 3 types of lying. Spiritual lie, then second is big lies, and the third one small lies. The first one means to lie about having a supreme dharma qualities. This means we do meditation or like visualizing deities. Even you don't have those. So I have such a powerful meditation. I can go to another planet. I saw there are some entities. I talk with them. Or I saw, like say, our Deshwara Chandrisik or Tara in my meditation. I talk with them. Just called spiritual lie. If you don't have it, no. If you have it, of course, it's not lie, But still, if there's no any special benefit, so you should not tell those things. Unless otherwise there's a special purpose. That's spiritual lie. The second one means to tell a lie that makes a difference between harm and benefit of oneself and others. So, like a business. So, even that business is not really good. So, you just go there, you get it. It's really good for you. It makes a big difference, you see, your life. Like that kind of, The third one refers to a lie with no benefit or harm. Just making joke like those things, It doesn't make much, doesn't make really any difference. But just making joke, telling lies, kind of lying something, something like to make an amusement. That I think is it becomes a part of the idle talk, maybe. 3 results of lying. The result of maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the animal realms. There's more related to the ignorance. Telling lies, like ignoring other, The result, similar to the cause, means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, he or she will be slender. Other will say bad things without any reason. There's some people, individual there, He or she is very sincere, try to do all the good things, but still there are people saying bad things about him or her, It's because of this result, General result of the force means that the actor will be born in the bed, born with a bad breath, smelly breath. when that person breathe out, you smell so bad, Even mouth is washed. So what do you need there to do that? There's some stop that bad breath. I don't know. Mouthwash. Mouthwash. There's some. I saw there's something to wash your. Before you go, you put in the mouth and you shake and then throw out. Oh yeah, to get rid of the breath. You have a bad breath. Distinctive act of lying, surrender the thus gone one, and lying to the spiritual master of very heavy negative karma. It's like Buddha who achieved enlightenment with compassion, wisdom, bringing all sentient beings into his or her mind stream and develop love, compassion, and purified all the obscurations. Through that, achieve enlightenment. And that Buddha's mind is pervaded to all sentient beings' welfare. And if we just surrender to that kind of subject, then we create such a negative karma. No? Or spiritual master also who take care of people, disciples, practitioners, sincerely to such kind of individual. If we say bad things, and we have to experience the consequences. No? Now, divisive speech, classification of divisive speech, there are the three types of divisive speech. Dividing forcefully, one, dividing indirectly, and dividing secretly. The first means to divide friends in front of them. So the two become a very good close friend. And you have a power. Say, you should not go with that person in front of that, because this person is such bad. Forcefully dividing. Mm-hmm. And then the second one means to divide two friends with indirect language. So, your friend or family, no, not in the front of other one, so indirectly, you shouldn't go with that person because of such and such. Of course, if there is a danger, then you tell this kind of danger is there. No, you have to be very careful. Give those wisdom, advices. But then when they are so good friends, and then you're dividing, it's like their heart is breaking. No. And the third one refers to secretly dividing, not directly in the front, also not so directly in the other side, but secretly with using some different languages, no, which damages their friendship. Three results of divisive speech. The result of maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the hell realm, because related to more like anger. And result similar to the cause means that even if that actor is born in the human realm, he or she will be separated from his loved ones. Without reasons why we're getting separate. No? General result of the force means that the actor will be born in a place where it is uneven. So the world is so uneven. Distinctive act of divisive speech within the divisive speech using unpleasant words with the noble sangha is very heavy negative karma. Dividing, basically dividing sangha members. When the sangha members will come together to study, practice dharma, and then you are deliberately dividing. So this side is so bad, this side is so bad, like this. No. So it's always need to come together. When you say things sincerely, no, where there's limitations, this kind of problem we are facing. So we shouldn't have those problems. No, we should be very harmonious, peaceful. Because our purpose here is nothing but only to free from samsara or free from suffering. When we get together here, there's no any special object we need to achieve except to serve the Dharma, purify our mind, and bring together. No. This is Sangha is no. Noble Sangha is very heavy negative karma. Harsh words, classification of harsh words. There are 3 types of harsh words: direct, circuitous, and indirect. The first one is forceful, directly digging at someone's various faults with anger, hatred. Digging their faults. The second one is being a sarcasm, or some funny words just to hurt them. The third one is dig at someone's various faults by saying bad things to his friends or relatives. The 3 results of harsh words. Result of the maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the hell realm. The result, similar to the cause, means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, he or she will hear a lot of unpleasant news. So this is not good, that's not right, it's like this all the time, not things going well. General result of the force means that the actor will be born in a dry, hot place where there are some evil doers, or more, not some. There are more evil doers and than normal, more corruptions, more evil doers, like this. Distinctive act of harsh words, using harsh word to harm one's own parents or noble ones, is very heavy negative karma. The one is a very sincere Dharma practitioner, or one's parents, or one who raised oneself very kindly, your parents or your uncles or aunt or friends, anyone. So if we hurt their mind, heart, then you have to bear really heavy negative karma. Then 7.1, idle talk. Classification of idle talk. There are 3 types of idle talk: false, worldly, and true. The first one means reciting the mantras and reading the texts of heretics or so forth. Useless, basically. No benefit. No benefit to free from samsara. No benefit to pacify your mind. Those things. The second one is useless chatter. Just talking, just generally, more benefit. The third one is giving Dharma teachings to those who have no respect and who are improper vessels. Even Dharma is so pure, precious, but those individuals who are improper vessel means they don't like Dharma teachings. So I don't want to hear these things. No. So you're wasting your time, energy, in Dharma teachings. That's why I say, in general, when right also beginning of the Buddha, many people requested Buddha give teachings when he achieved enlightenment. Then one after another. Finally, the Brahma, the highest being, the samsara, and did the frustration, then requested teachings. And finally, the Buddha accepted. Likewise, in the past, the great teachers. For example, like Milarepa. No, he will not teach randomly. Go there and request the teaching repeatedly, one after another. Then finally, when they see it's useful, helpful, then they will teach. That way, Dharma becomes so precious. Because they have a strong devotion to the Dharma. They want to study, they want to practice. And when they get it, it means so much for them. It becomes a total cause to uproot our delusion.
Well, that's Lance's.
Like that, see. When we advertise Dharma teachings, there are so precious teachings are coming. And then people come there, so what he's talking about? So it's not so interesting. I don't like that, you know. So Dharma becomes so, what do you call, Dharma means nothing. Nothing else, no special, no any, nothing, no any. It is no any price. I mean, it's no heavy price there. So that's why I say, even Dharma is true, but one should see the proper vessel to give the teachings. Three results of the idle talk. The result of the maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the animal realms related to the ignorance. The result similar to the cause means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, his word will not be respected. Even he talks so well. People say, oh, it's just ideal, or he's just talking intellectually. He's a very good speaker, but there's no value, Yeah. General result of the force means that the actor will be born in a place where inappropriate weather is too extreme. The distinctive act of the idle talk within idle talk, distracting those who are practicing Dharma as very heavy negative karma. Someone is meditating, they're so nicely calm. You come there, disturb that. You can't meditate. You have to do this, that, Or someone is chanting mantra, meditating, visualizing. Or someone is reading Dharma books, and you're disturbing that. This is it's a heavy idle talk. Now the three for related to the mind, classification of covetousness. Covetousness is related to the attachment. There are three types of covetousness with regard to one's own, belonging to oneself, with regard to others, and with regard to neither. The first one means being attached to one's own race. I'm born a very special race. Clan. Oh, I have a beautiful body, qualities and wealth, and thinking there is no one like me. I'm something special, attached to oneself, So relation, all those things. The second one means that being attached to others' prosperity and thinking, I wish I own this. Other people have this. I wish I have this. What do you call this? Envy is called wishful feeling thinking. Is that right? Make sense? Wishful thinking. Yes. Wishful thinking. Yeah, wishful thinking, you know. The third one is being attached to an underground mine or the like, which belong to no one, and thinking, I wish I owned this. Now there's not so much. There's an underground mine which is not owned by others, you know. In the past, there are a lot of those places.
Oil, that's what we're looking. Now I wish I had that oil.
That's right.
That country.
That's right. Now we don't have that. What you're saying is that it means you appreciate what you have. Rejoice, appreciate. Not out of arrogance. So I'm happy what I have. I rejoice what I have. Not out of attachment, not out of that envy, but just appreciate yourself. Three result of covetousness, result of maturation of the act means that the actor will be born as a hungry spirit. A result similar to the act cause means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, he or she will have even stronger covetousness, attachment. General result of force means that he or she will be born in a place with a bad harvest because of the attachment. The distinctive act of covetousness means desire to rob the wealth of the renounced one is very heavy negative karma. A meditator in the mountain, who's in the mountain, this great meditator. And suppose that meditator has some food or belongings, and you want to rob that. You want to disturb that meditation. It's heavy. And then, I'll finish this. Then we'll make a short break. Harmful thought. Classification of harmful thoughts. There are three types of harmful thoughts. Harmful thought that comes from hatred, from jealousy, and from resentment. The first one means the desire to kill others with hatred, like in a battle, in the battlefield. The enemies that directly you want to kill. The second one means that the desire to kill and so forth. Just desire to kill. Through jealousy. Because, as you know, so forth, a competitor out of fear that he or she will best you. So that person will become better than yourself. Then you make every effort to get rid of that person. The third one means that the desire to kill and so forth while holding the past harm in the mind is resentment. In the past, that person did this, and you hold the resentment, and you want to retaliate. Three result of the harmful thought. Result of the maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the hell realm. The result similar to the cause means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, he will experience even stronger hatred. Look at the mind, see habit through life after life. Like our attachment, the anger, hatred, or aversion. We are not taught how to have the attachment or desire. We are not taught how to be angry. Because through many lifetimes, it's just we are born with that. So really have to see that. Our limitation. We all have this, more or less. Some has less, some has more in the samsara. The three results of the harmful thoughts. Result of the maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the hell realm. The result similar to the act says that they born in the human realm, he will experience even stronger hatred. General result of the false means that the actor will be born in a place where the foods are bitter and coarse, taste bitter, not so delicious, coarse, rough, not so delectable. This distinctive act of harmful thought within the harmful thought commission of the heinous crime is very heavy negative karma, like you want to kill your parents or great spiritual masters. Because to do that, you have to have such a degree of strong hatred. Wrong view. Classification of wrong views. There are three types of wrong view. Wrong view of cause and result, of the truth, and of the three jewels. The first one means not believing the suffering and happiness are caused by non-virtues and virtue. So, happiness, peace, we don't believe that they are the result of through the virtuous acts. Suffering, undesirable conditions, not believing they are caused by the non-virtue. So that's called wrong view. The second one means not believing that one attained the truth of cessation, even the truth of path is practiced. So by practicing the path, following the path, so there's no such called liberation. The third one means not believing in the three jewels or surrendering them. Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Means in that path, then there's no way to free from samsara. No. Well, this means in following that path. The three result of wrong views, result of maturation of the act means that the actor will be born in the animal realm because related to the ignorance. The result similar to the cause means that even if the actor is born in the human realm, he will have even deeper ignorance. Ignorance means not just stupid, it's a what's called misperception, not understanding correctly, have no deeper understanding. No, there are some in the world are so smart to create many things to destroy. For example, usually I say this: everyone we cherish our life. We don't want to be harmed by others. No, we don't want to die. There is a fear to death. But we deliberately make the weapons to kill, to harm. And we never know. We target it, some enemy comes, we kill that. But sometimes we are harmed by that cause. No. So this is very smart to making all these things, but not smart enough how to create peace and happiness, how to create free from suffering. So this is called ignorance, it's a misperception. That's what's called ignorance. General result of the force means that the actor will be reborn in a place with no crops, like born in the desert. nothing grows. Distinctive act of wrong views within wrong view, belief only in literal, rational, observable truth is very heavy negative karma. It's like literal, just there's no such called cause, no causality. That's what it basically is, And so this just briefly went through the 10 non-virtuous act, the karma. All of the above maturations results are given in general terms. Now they are more specific. There are also 3 specific classifications by the type of afflicting emotions, 1, by the frequency, 2, and by the object, 3. First, if one acts with a strong hatred, any of those 10 non-virtues, very strong hatred, so that the one will be born in the hell realm. If one acts with a desire, one will be born in the hungry ghost. If one acts with the ignorance, one will be born in the animal realm. So this is any of the 10 non-virtue. The precious JOL Garland says, this by Nagarjuna, by attachment, one will become a hungry ghost, hungry spirit. By hatred, one will be thrown in the hell realm. And by ignorance, one will be born in animals. Relating to the frequency, when one creates countless non-virtues repeatedly, non-virtuous action, one will be born in the hell realm, whether it's a desire, attachment, or ignorance, or hatred. And one will be born as a hungry ghost by committing many non-virtuous action. And one will be born as an animal by committing some non-virtuous actions. Related to the object, one will be born in the hell realm if one acts non-virtuously toward beings of higher status, like your parents or your high spiritual masters. If toward mediocre beings, one will be born as a hungry spirit, like a general human beings. If toward ordinary beings like animals, one will be born as an animals. This is the explanation of the cause and result of non-virtues. The precious JOL Garland says, desire, aversion, ignorance, and the karma created. This means N means desire, aversion, ignorance. They are the non-virtue. And that karma created thereby are ignorant, non-virtues. All suffering come from non-virtue, and as do the lower realms. So all the undesirable conditions, anyhow, we're saying in the world, whatever undesirable conditions we're facing, caused by these 3 portions and action of these 3. Now just look at this, just general estimation. Not look just to individual oneself. Just look whole in the world. Is it true or not? First look at the 10 non-virtues. And then what kind of act we act upon the 10 non-virtues. And then result that what we're facing is from this. Look at this. As mentioned, not just a Buddhist belief or Buddhist culture. Rather, look, it's very important universally. Meditate on this, contemplate. Step by step, read, contemplate. And then look at in our own mind what we have more. So I have this, because of this I'm facing this kind of problem. I need to purify. That is Dharma practice. No, not chanting lakhs, not chanting mantras. Of course, chanting mantras, of course, there's a lot of benefits, but that is the method. This is how first the cause of the suffering in the world. Reflect on this. So there, as usually I say this, there's no negotiation there, See? So, how much, I can do. Maybe if it's okay if I have some, Of course, we have the limitation, and we accept that, and practice step by step, slowly, by step by step. We can't get rid of them immediately here, right now, because we are so habituated within the mind. So deeply rooted that habituation. So through meditation, practice, purify them. Will come later, but more we purify them, then there's greater peace, happiness. There's some translation, maybe you not agree. That's okay. Because Dharma communication, we need great skill how to communicate, how to explain. Some may not you agree. That's okay. Just leave aside. But overall, general, look at this. It makes sense or not. Because all the suffering that in the world we have by the cause of any of the 10 non-virtues, or by all the 10 non-virtues, or any of them, and just say, look at this. And if we know this, then this will make us good foundation where we're practicing, where we're chanting mantra, where we're just sitting there meditating, where we're doing frustration. It will make a great sense. Then you will enjoy your Dharma practice. So Dharma practice is not a way to change your thinking, but Dharma practice is how to understand where we think. And then it will, as I mentioned, it will give you great comfort, joy, happiness, feeling of fortunate. See? When you practice Dharma, it's not become important. It's not that point. I'm doing something special. It's not that. How to be a better human being ourselves, and how to serve others skillfully, more good, helpful way, not harming your family, your friends, your relatives, then in the whole society. That's called, what do you call that? Contagious enlightenment? What is it called? Contagious?
Contagious?
Yeah.
Contagious.
Yeah.
Where it spreads between.
Yes. Contagious enlightenment.
Great.
It's good? So this is how it happens. then everyone will admire you. Now, Kevin, what do you have? Any questions? You are just raising your hand so much, yes.
No, it was just
What?
it seemed that in that one on sexual misconduct, it
Yes.
seems like Gampopa was talking about the same thing that we hear Christians saying about regarding homosexuality. In fact, it seems to be even worse because they say that the only proper sexual conduct is for procreation.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Gampopa doesn't say that it's only for procreation.
What does that mean?
To have babies. That's the Christians say the only reason why you should have sex is to have babies, and that's it.
No, he's not just saying have baby, you know.
No, he doesn't say that. And that's why I say it seems to be even worse.
Uh-huh.
Because he's saying it's okay for people to have sex,
Mm-hmm.
but just not gay people.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
And, there was a couple that was associated with the center for many years,
Okay.
and they were a gay couple, and they didn't seem like they were going out and acting crazy. And
No, they're crazy.
you mentioned that, people go ahead and do things and they act crazy. They didn't seem like they were acting crazy.
No, that's what I mentioned, you see. There is so many, first of all, I mentioned there are some translations maybe not appropriate or not correct. That's what I just warned at the beginning. See, there's some, it's very sensitive, this section, this subject. That's my point is, it's a very sensitive, but overall, look at the mind. See, where's all the problems coming from? So we step by step acknowledge those, and then try to minimize. Then people respect. And you feel more comfortable, you feel more peaceful.
Okay. There was the word rational. Where is it? Is that an appropriate? Is that an appropriate word?
Yeah, sometimes I don't. My English is so limited, we have to kind of borrow words from others, and then it's sometimes it's not so good, Still, there's a lot of improvement, but just overall, let's measure, So you can say this translation is not so good. Yes.
Is this in reference to, like, the distinctive act of wrong view? Within wrong view, belief only in literal, rational, observable truth is very heavy negative karma?
Yes.
Well, that's a lot of the Western scientific method.
Exactly.
So,
I think this rational, yes, I thought it's not so good.
right, well,
Rational, yeah.
if you're only,
Literal, yes, maybe, yeah.
well, if one only, though, thinks about, believes in the rational scientific method, I mean, as they examine the spiritual accomplishments of meditators,
Yes,
even scientific method had to change.
yes,
So they're learning something from Buddhism and trying to understand
yes,
intuitive accomplishment,
yes,
which they didn't have instruments to measure.
that's right.
So their wisdom is expanding,
Yes,
and they've gone beyond this.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
that yes, rationally, I thought is maybe not so good to translate that way. But literally, yes.
Well, I think it's worth noting that even scientists say there's a limitation to the scientific method.
Of course.
So,
The scientists are so brilliant, basically, because they change, they have so much power. They change whole world, the mental perspective. Because it becomes so obvious, like the communication, transportations, due to development of the science. And then, like say, as you see, all the computers system. So it becomes so powerful, that is nobody can deny that. It's so convincing that everyone has to follow that, appreciate that. So that Buddhists also appreciate that, see that, the interdependent philosophy, how through the interdependent philosophy can see all these changes. Everything is possible. Now, as you mentioned, scientists' limitation because the mind is so ambiguous, as I told you before, so abstract subject, so hidden subject. Because of being consciousness, so cannot measure through the machine. All this matter you can measure through the machine, whole body, You can kind of open everything through the machine, but they cannot open by the mind. So for that, still scientists has a long way to go. But they can see now, they have the sense there's some mysterious subject. The mind is calm. When the mind is calm, peaceful, all the body system changes. When the mind is full of anger, hatred, depression, and the brain is changes. They see that. So there's such cards, come on. It's mysterious subject.
My question is about children. When I was a child, I had really strong afflictive emotions. Like I hated my mother sometimes. And I would scream at her and tell her how much I hated her. When you're a child, what is your responsibility for your karma?
Yes, there's, as he mentioned, there's the kind of the imprint from previous life. You are not taught to hate your mother. You are not taught how to hate your father. But this naturally they're manifesting. This manifestation is followed by the continuation of the habit. But at the same time, you have such a good karma to have human life. And they connect to this Dharma teachings, your interest. That's also very good. So we have one individual. Every individual have so many different types of karma. So look at this. Now, when you have that, say like when you're a childhood, you have that kind of hatred like this. Now is when you study Dharma, practice Dharma, will give you great support to Dharma practice. I used to have this kind of limitation. Now it gives me really why I should study, practice Dharma. That's the gift of the wisdom. That's why precious human life has it is a great basis to study, practice Dharma. What's called precious human life. Please make a short break. Then yes.
What is the truth of cessation?
Truth of cessation? Truth of cessation is when you follow the path, meditation, like meditation, purifying all the mental afflictions. By doing that, then you achieve the level, you cease to exist. All the obscurations of the mind, which are the direct cause of suffering, So that's called truth of the cessation. You cease to exist, the cause of suffering. When there's no cause of suffering, then there's no suffering. That's called truth of the cessation. It's the truth, not just by believing, but by through your practice. Then you achieve that reality natural. Parsing is 15 minutes is good.